What is up, everybody? Welcome to Cat and Beats, and welcome to another episode of Mixing and Mastering in the Box. This time we'll be using Fabfilter plugins, and we are mixing for an artist that has not announced his name yet. Anyway, it's a great track, and currently we are here. So it's nice. It's very wet at the moment. That's also because samples were just frozen and that's just the way they were. And sometimes I added a little bit of reverb and things like that. But what I want to do today is go to the mix bus, and in the mix bus, kind of tighten everything up together so it makes a little bit more sense altogether. Instead of like this wall of whoa, I want a little bit of whoop, whoop, what type of sound. Okay. For everybody who's been watching this whole time, congratulations. If you want this project file for you to also mix along with how I've mixed with the whole series, then please go over to Patreon, and the project file will be available for you there to mix with it too. So it should be a good time for you. And what we're going to be doing now is going pretty intense. We're going to be doing multi-band compression. And the reason why we're doing that is because I found that this area, specifically in the side, it's a little bit over the top. So what I kind of want to do overall is, let me just grab a nice little EQ8 because it's easier, is to cut this part dynamically so that in the side mode, this part is being cut. And what I want to do is let the mid kick drum sidechain the side away of that part so that it's still there, but not when I need it, because otherwise it becomes too much of a murky mess. So we're going to be cleaning this area with mid-side internal side chaining of the multi-band compressor, just to make it nice and difficult. For the top, I want some extra sizzle. Jesus Christ. I want some extra sizzle over here. And I think I'll just use a normal EQ for that. But first, let's do this little trick to get it to sound a little bit nicer overall in that area. Let's just first specify the crappy part. I'll do that with an EQ8 because me and EQ8, we're married together now. We've been together for about 8 years. So let me just do this because I know this thing inside out. Yeah, so about 140, 160 hertz-ish in that area. So let's do that here. 140, 160 hertz-ish. Hello, turn on, please. This is also one of the first times I'm using this thing. Yeah, so let's do that area. So I don't know all the shortcuts yet. But I do know some expert settings that are really cool. So check this out. We're going to go and make sure that this is side related only. Then I'm going to click on this little free knob. And then we're going to make sure that the kick drum, which plays over here, is going to be side chaining. We're basically listening to that part. Oh, shit tits. There we go. To that part, I'm going to make sure that it compresses. So here we're going to compress. And then here we can just take the range down. And now this, boom, 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 is taking away a little bit of that area. And then overall, we should have a little bit more clarity. Okay, so this is cool. So now the side is going in and out, dynamically moving to the rhythm of the beat, but at the same time we've cleared away muddy waters. Okay, let's keep going and see what else we think about the top end, because now the low end feels okay. Now, as soon as I said that, I'm thinking to myself, does the low end feel okay? Can we maybe make that a little bit tighter? Probably we can. So why is this a percentage? Let's try to make it a little bit tighter. What the fuck is this percentage thing? And do I guess, a slow attack, fast release-ish. And range-wise, not that much, just a little bit. And let's just try to get this more. A little bit of output. Okay, so we have a little bit more oomph to it. I'm thinking of maybe expanding it. What should we expand or compress? Let's try that out. Definitely compress. Okay, let's move on to the top now, finally. Let me just have a listen to the top. Yeah, the top can definitely have some sizzle at the top, like the top here. I don't think we need to do that dynamically though. I think we can just use a standard old Pro Q. Yeah, we can just use that instead. And oh, that's not the one I wanted. But it might be handy, but that's not right now. Just want a bell and just push it at the top. Let's also listen to the side. Yeah, so let's just add a little bit of the hi-hats. They can definitely be louder. So I think I'm gonna do a total high shelf instead, because it'll be fine. Just get rid of this. Simplicity is always key. Let's check out the difference here. There, with this. A little bit over the top. Yeah, so I'm not really feeling that. Let's try this right now. I don't think we need that top shelf because I'm taking away already from the low end here a little bit. So I don't think we need the top shelf. I think just a little bit of air here is the nicer thing to do. So I'll do a little trick here to cut anything excessive. Wow, that goes high. Look at that. Let's go with a 60B-ish curve. So we'll cut off a little bit and we'll bump a little bit at the same time. And then we'll have a little bit of sexy going on. Just that little bit of sizzle at the top, not excessively, have a nice little roll off too. I think that is going to be fine. So let's do EQ and then do compression. And we might switch that over again. So a little bit of compression too. I say a little bit, a lot of bits. I already have my license. Why is that being difficult right now? Uh-oh. Technical error. Wat is daar? Did I only install VSTs? Okay, well, now it works again. I don't know what happened. Okay, can you go away? Oop, there we go. So let's check out this. A little bit of proceed. Holy shit, that's loud. What I'll do is quickly just check out Mixbus to see what they have. Maybe they have something that will just work. Let's just go with default and do it ourselves. How do you go back to default? Let's just open it up again. Whatever, that's easier. So let's go back to default. And let's do a little bit of a slow attack. 30. A little bit of fast release. About 20-ish. Ratio's fine. Release. Okay, a sidechain we might do. Let's try out Opto. I like Opto a lot. Vocal's also nice. But let's try Opto. Then, no, there's a button somewhere. Nice and soft. That's what we're adding to it. That's really handy. So I really want to emphasize that I want a pumpy effect, so I can just listen to the pumpy effect. Wow, this is genius. Perfect. It's like, this is absolutely perfect. I can't believe how cool this is. I can actually put that volume automation to it with this site. Dude, I love doing these episodes because I just figure out these random ass buttons. I highly suggest, okay, everybody out there, if you're watching this, I highly suggest you say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to be using one plugin company to mix a track. And then don't rely on anything else. Just go for it because you really start to get integrated into these plugins and you just find out these awesome little things. That's fucking brilliant. Okay, let's see what it actually sounds like. Hello? Why can't I turn this on? Oh, here we go. Genius. Okay, let's check out the final little check here. Shit, there we go. To see what that sounds like before and after. Okay, let's try it over here. That's absolutely genius. Man, I'm happy about that. Okay, definitely ready to go towards the mastering stage right now. I will hang with this track for a little bit because I feel I got a little bit too excited. But I think overall, it doesn't sound too shabby. I still think it's too full. Like there's too much reverb everywhere. But I don't know if I'll be able to like de-reverb that much. because that's just the way it is. So I hope you've enjoyed this little session. I will be seeing you again next week, and we're going to be continuing the mix from there on out. Overall, pretty fucking nice. All right, cheers. Have a lovely weekend.